Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm a teacher, I'm a sir, I'm a gift for y'all, and hello Novita Zami, I'm a student of University of Jambi. In this video, I want to presenting about my assignment. My assignment from my lecture. The assignment is about book review or book report. Last week I read a book about The House on the Hill. So in this video, I want to report the book for y'all. Before I report the book, I want to retell the story. The story starts from The House on the Hill. Live two people. There are Paul and his mother. Paul is a poor man, but he was finished his bachelor and he dreamed always to be a famous writer and then work in newspaper office. One day Paul walked in the river and meet a pretty girl. The pretty girl's name is Maria. Maria is a rich woman. And then Maria and Paul often to meet in the river. Paul fell in love with Maria, and Maria fell in love too with Paul. So Paul asked to Maria to marry, but Maria was refused. Maria just loved money. Maria refused Paul just because Paul is a poor man, and then her mother also didn't like Paul just because Paul is a poor man. Maria's mother said with Paul if Maria will be married with an old man that very rich. Meanwhile, the old man is fat and ugly. But Paul discovered if Maria accepted to marry with him, it's just because commanded from her mother. So Paul very sad, and one day Paul sat in the river and he saw the headline a newspaper. There are an advertisement. The advertisement about the write competition short story. So Paul write carefully and sent it. 2 weeks later, Paul won and he becomes a famous writer, and he worked on the newspaper office. And one day he heard that Maria left her husband and her mother was dead just because Maria left her husband. And then Paul tried to meet Maria to understand what happened. But when Paul met Maria, Maria asked to Paul to come back with Maria because Paul was to be a rich man. But Paul didn't want because Paul was moved on from Maria. Paul aware if Maria the same with her mother, if Maria is materialist. The book report about The House on the Hill. The title of the book is The House on the Hill. The author is Elizabeth Laird. The genre is about social life. And then the main characters is the first is Paul. Paul is a poor man. He is a hard worker, and then he is loyal. And then Maria is a beautiful girl, but he is materialistic, and he is too obedient with her mother. Maria's mother is a frail and old woman. And then Paul's mother is kind-hearted and smooth. The setting in the story are in the river, Paul's house, Maria's house, and newspaper office. And then the next is about the plot. There are any two in the plot there are problem and solution. About the problem start from when Paul asked to Maria to marry, but Maria was refused. Maria obedient with her mother to marry with an old man that very rich, so Paul very sad. And then the solution, when Paul sat in the river, Paul saw the headline in the newspaper. There an advertisement about the right competition, so Paul following that, and then Paul wants about the competition, and Paul become a rich man, and Maria feel regret about Paul, so Maria asked Paul to come back with her, but Paul didn't want, because Paul was aware if Maria is bad woman, Maria is materialistic woman. So guys, about my view on that book, from the cover I think it's not too interesting, because the cover looks normally, so the interesting to read is decreased, but inside about the story is very interesting to read, because the story tells us to be more careful with whom we love, and it is not easy to find a true love. It teaches us if money is not the only thing that you need, as far as appearance and beauty too. For me, it is worth it enough to read, and I really highly recommend it to read. I think that's all about the presenting of book review of The House on the Hill. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.